fellow Peanuts fans, I'm Karen from CollectPeanuts.com. Today we're digging into my project basket to do an SOS. Save our Snoopies. In here I have some vintage Snoopy and Woodstock felt pennants. These were made in the 1970s by Determined Productions. As you can see, there are a lot of holes in these. And if you were here in person, you would feel the dust coming off of them. Today we're going to restore this pennant to be usable again and be beautiful for years to come. I'm going to wash this in my trusty retro wash. This should help get rid of the dirt while maintaining the color as best we can. As long as I'm washing orange pennants, this one is also getting a good wash. You can see that color already coming out, but luckily not too much of it bled. To wash these, I want to make sure I'm not stretching them as much as possible, so I'm being very gentle with this vintage felt. Yet at the same time, I want to remove as much powder and debris as possible. Next, I need to wash out all the soap. To remove all the excess water, I'm going to lay these on a towel, and then I rolled them to remove as much of the water as possible. However, in future, I am not going to use this method. I think this method stretched the felt just a little too much and made the fabric wavy. Instead, I'll probably lay them out like I did in this step. Now that they're dry, I'm going to iron these and remove all those wrinkles. I have to be especially careful around all these holes to make sure I don't make them any bigger. As a backing to the pennant, I'm going to use this pink felt. I decided to use this because it's reminiscent of the book Love is Walking Hand in Hand. This book is also by Determined Productions and is from about the same time period as this pennant. Plus, there was no way I was going to be able to get orange felt in the exact same color. To do the edging, I was inspired by this pennant from 3 Potato 4 that uses felt as a binding on the edge. Sometime in the past, the orange pennant has had its edging removed, so I'm going to try and mimic that original border using the pink. For the first part of the mock-up, I'm going to cut a strip of the black felt that I'm going to be using as edging between the two pieces of felt, and just see how I like the sizing. It feels like it needs to be just a little bit smaller. So I'm cutting down this black strip, and we're going to see how this looks. That looks better. Let's get started. After getting the pennant in just the right spot, I'm going to pin it to the pink backing. And now it's time for the sewing machine. I'm just basting this down with white thread so that it stays in place while I put on the black binding. Here I have the black binding pinned on. And I'm just sewing along the very edge of the felt. And once the outside edge is done, I start again on the inside edge. And here is the first edge with the binding. And just like that, the binding is all finished. Wasn't that easy? Now this next step is very important to get right. I am cutting off the bottom edge so that it forms that nice triangle pennant. Doesn't that look great? Except for this dog hair. And here is a finished product. I wasn't exactly sure how I wanted to finish the top, so I just left it extra long since I usually hang things on pants hangers anyway. Someday in the future, I can make that decision, but it doesn't have to be made today. This Snoopy and Woodstock pennant has a new life and a new look and can be displayed without further damage to this very delicate piece. And yes, I didn't remove the basting yet. Best of all, in the future, if somebody has the ability to fix the holes in this pennant, it should be easy enough to pull this apart and make that happen. What do you think of this project? Let me know in the comments down below. I love to restore Peanuts collectibles and give them a second life. And if you enjoy that too, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you can help us out a little bit more, come join us on Patreon.com. You can also support the channel by visiting CollectPeanuts.com, where you can buy something for your own collection in the shop. Plus, you can see photos of my collection and read lots of articles about collecting peanuts. Happy collecting, everyone! Bye!